Let's get you caught up from our last episode of Onboard Lifestyle. Basic checked out of Panama en route to San Andreas, Colombia, and suffered an electrical malfunction that forced the crew to turn around and sail back to Panama with no engines.
We'll be sailing in through that in the dark, it looks like.
Let's pick up our story as Basic is just pulling back into Shelter Bay with a mystery electrical gremlin and a tired but determined crew.
There's a lot of colors, I don't know where to go. See a lot of colors, only feeling blue. There's a lot of colors, lost within a haze. Don't rely on others to get you through the maze. The dreams are not the same for me, standing by the shore.
Alright, so we made it in with no incident thanks to Eddie and the crew. Now it's time to figure out what happened.
Well, we just went on a 100-mile scenic trip.
Thank you so much.
Hopefully we can fix this quick. Okay.
It's been a rough couple of days for the Basic crew, mentally and physically. The feeling of having to turn around after so much preparation was deflating. But it's now time for this crew to cinch up our belts and focus on the task at hand.
Okay, we're back. Hopefully temporarily. We have to get into full diagnostic mode and figure out what the heck is going on because we got to get out of here. The rain has finally let up for a second, so we're able to open up the hatches and get some air in here because it has just been kind of on and off rain, and it's going to continue that way. So Teal has been working all morning trying to first get the temperature readings on all of our batteries, checking the connections,
Checking everything we can, really. So when we were talking to Battleborn, they gave us a list of a few things to kind of look at. We're going to start with the low-hanging fruit, which is the Sterling, a protection device for the alternator. I'll check that. That's an easy check. I need to also do bench testing on our alternators, figure out, make sure those are running smooth, and that's relatively easy. But he also gave me another check that was interesting. I'm going to individually check each one of our 8 Battleborn batteries and make sure that they are, nice and in sync and balanced. About 2 years ago, we upped our house bank from 600 amp hours to 800 amp hours. That was the one modification we did.
When you did that, did you ever rebalance those batteries? Did you charge all of them to the same full state?
We did. They were all exactly within a tenth of a volt.
Good. Now, are these batteries, these 8 batteries, are you going from positive in one end all the way down to negative out of the other end, or are you doing some kind of bus bar system?
The flow goes from one battery, positive travels through to the other end and exits, and the negative goes just the opposite and exits the other way. So.
Gotcha. So there's a couple different things, and the reason I'm asking these questions definitely has validity, right?
Okay.
Because on the one side, it's great that you balanced everything out, right? Sometimes with those ball marks, when we start getting spikes, it could be possibly because those batteries haven't gotten balanced across all of them, right?
That one, it's not difficult to do. It's going to take a little time to shut the system down, take every single cable off and then individually inspect them. But you know what? That's pretty simple. If we find one battery that is slightly off voltage to the other one, he was explaining to me how and why that could cause a spike in power in our system. How would that create a spike back of power if, let's say, one of them is out of balance?
Yeah, let's say one is down and the system sees that there's an emptiness of power. So it says, hey, you know, we could probably get another 100 amps into these batteries. And then the rest of the batteries are like, nah, we're topped off, right? We're good. We don't need any more.
Okay.
So that's where the balance would come from. It's the charger's trying to figure out if there's more battery power that it can put in.
Okay.
So when it's toggling down, that's the reason, because every charger is trying to identify how much power you have left. And if you did have 7 batteries dragging along one battery,
right,
you could see some spikes like that.
Or if it's too drastic, we replace the battery. But let's find out first what we're dealing with. It may not even be that, but it's an easy test.
I don't think so, because we balanced them.
Yes, they were all balanced, but he goes, over time, a battery can get out of balance. Okay, this was 2 years ago, though.
Function. Oh, no, I mean, it could take 2 years for them to get out of balance, right?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
So
this is, I think, a simple check and an important one to do. And he kept kind of working our conversation back to this, to check this, check this, check this. So I think that's going to be an important one. So what kind of range am I looking at that would cause something problems?
For a significant one.
Okay.
You know, if all your batteries are at 13.6 and one battery's at 13,
yeah,
that means there's a gap where that battery's out of balance. And if you do find one that's like that, try to get that one topped off by itself in some way, and then you can add it back in there, no problem.
His explanation really kind of resonates with the symptoms we were having, and it kind of makes sense. So I'm actually hoping for something like that, because then, you know, electrical systems can be just a bugger finding an issue. And if I could do some of these easier tests up front and find a result, I think that's going to be much easier than just redesigning and just replacing everything. So what we're going to do this morning is disconnect the house bank from our system and pull some cables and individually inspect each battery and make sure they're all performing identically. We have 8 100 amp hour batteries to look at, so it should take us an hour or two. But in the meantime, we'll just have the system shut off with no power to the refrigerators and freezers, so they should be fine for a little bit. But we got to keep pushing. So let's get into breaking this system down and seeing what's going on. Okay, we have half of our system taken apart now. Well, almost half. There's 2 back here that are a little tight for me. Lynn's gonna wedge back there, grab those, and then we go this way. But we're getting there. Breaking a bit of a sweat. So
Yeah, I can see that.
So Tag, you're it.
After you get all this funkiness here.
Sorry. Okay, so I've covered up the positives with a towel, see that? So
I should
just
probably take this off.
Yeah. So just make sure your wrenches aren't touching anything.
Got it. Just those 2 back there?
Yeah, but then take the cables off too.
Okay.
Okay, let's get in here, see how she's doing.
Done.
Oh, good.
It's hot in there.
Yes, it is. Okay, now I'll set up, I'll work my way as far as I can and then call you back for the tight work.
Almost there.
Okay, the last one.
Last one.
You did good, no sparks flying?
Why would it?
You didn't spot weld any tools to each other?
Oh, ye have little faith.
Okay, watch that negative when you pull it over.
I am.
Good job. Okay. Now just take this here. Wrap that one in this. And then just kind of push it out of the way. Yeah. Now we test them all. Let's see where we stand. So let's start with number 2. 12.45. That's not good. Okay. Number 3. 12.41. Number 6. 12.41. Number 7. 12.36. Number 8. 12.37. 12.12.
What?
Yes.
On number 3?
Yeah. And then I think it's this thing. Yeah.
Okay, so our voltmeter is acting up because
Yeah,
it's showing voltage without even being connected to anything. So we are borrowing our neighbor's multimeter.
Yeah.
And we're gonna try it again. Hopefully,
Yeah,
this is the problem because these numbers are really concerning.
They were scaring me.
Well, we don't know yet, so we gotta check.
Okay.
So hopefully, this one is showing 0 right now because it's not connected to anything.
Yeah, no, this one's functioning. That one was showing a negative 1 point.
I know, but let's just do this. I can't even think right now.
Okay,
let's do
start
number
this
2.
again. These should be in the 13s,
Okay.
like mid 13s.
Hurry up, hun.
Okay, let's start with number 2,
Okay.
13.5.
Much better number.
Next one is number 3, 13.5. Number 4, 13.5. Number 8, 13.5. Number 7, 13.5. Number 6, 13.5. Okay. Help me with number 1 and 4.
Okay.
But yeah, nothing's glaring. Here's your. Okay, so number 1,
Okay.
13.5.
Okay.
Number 4, 13.5.
Okay. So it's not the batteries. Thank
No.
God. But that means that we have to still figure out
Yeah.
the rest of it.
Okay, that means Battleborn batteries are solid. Temperature's great. Voltages are uniform. So that means put this back together so we have refrigeration.
Yes.
Then we go to the next wave, which is alternators.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds good.
It's good and
All
it's
right.
bad.
I know.
I'm
but,
happy. I'm happy though.
But I honestly think it's the alternators.
We have the Yanmar 3YM30s, and the alternators are situated right on the front, obviously in line with everything that needs to be belt driven, like your water pump. And we did have some water pump failures a few years back that sprayed seawater over the front half of the engine. So I'm thinking that possibly the inside of maybe these alternators have some corrosion happening or something shorting out inside of those. That's my gut feeling.
Yes, it has to be the alternators. So, okay. One possibility down. Now let's get this back in there.
Here, can you just throw these back in for me?
Yes, I will do that. This is one job I will absolutely do all day long.
Power.
For us. For power, yes.
We're 2.5 hours in now. And Lynn is working like a mad woman in here. She is on a mission.
On a mission.
Okay, I've triple checked all the connections. Everything's tight. Everything is in the right sequence. Just doing a quick voltage test on here. Make sure we're not running some crazy voltage. 13.5, that's good. If one of these was swapped around, we'd have a different reading. Everything looks good. Turn it on and let's fire up the system. There we go.
We have power.
Okay. Refrigeration.
Yep, it's on.
Okay. Save the ice cream.
Yay! Oh, looks like a boat's leaving. It's always nerve-wracking when somebody's pulling out right next to you.
Yeah. Okay, back to work.
All right.
Okay, this will be the next thing on the list. Now that we've eliminated our batteries, they are good. Next thing to do is to check our alternators. These are the factory alternators from Yanmar. They're 60 amp alternators, and I noticed a couple years ago we did blow a water pump here, and we got seawater on the front end of this engine, and it has corroded a few things, possibly did some damage to this alternator at the same time. Just took a few years for it to work its way through it, but I'm hoping now that this is our problem. So we'll break these down, fairly easy to take an alternator off, and we'll get these in and bench test these first.
I know at least it's in the front.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
So I don't have to crawl into the engine compartment.
No, a few bolts, unplug a few wires, and we're golden. So, yeah. So the plan is break these down. We have a rental car lined up tomorrow morning.
Yep.
And we will take these in, and we have a few options. We have a local guy that's in Cologne. We'll go there first and get his opinion. And if he can fix them, great. If not,
he's. I already talked to a lot of the cruisers here, and Ranger, who is he's the guy that drives the shuttle.
Yes.
And he says, go to Isaac first. He's a genius at rebuilding, and if he can't rebuild exactly like new, then he can find the replacement for us.
Or direct us to the right place.
Which also is cheaper doing it here than to go to Panama City.
Right.
That's the worst case scenario. If we can't get it done here, we'll go to Panama City, because we got to get these engines back in order and our system back in order. So as soon as the weather permits, we are out of here.
Yeah, we missed our window this time, but another one's opening up every few days, so we want to catch the next one. So game plan is get this up and going and be staged and ready. Oh, damn it.
You stripped it?
Didn't strip it, snapped it.
Oh no.
Ow. There. Couldn't get this off. So I'm taking the mounting bracket off. Alternator's out. I gotta be careful, these are live wires back here. I want to take a picture of this first before I start taking anything out.
We had to fight the old alternator out a bit, as it had never been removed since the engine was installed over 20 years ago. We then spent the rest of the day removing the starboard alternator as well, which went a little smoother, but not by much. To cap off our productive day, we took a little walk around the marina, enjoying some live music and admiring a tall ship that had docked earlier today.
We got the car and our alternators. So first stop, we're gonna go to Isaac's, but look at how cute this little Picanto is.
I like it.
It looks like a toy car.
But you know what? We'll be able to get around and try to find some answers today.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, everything looks good. Let's get in. This will be fun.
Thank you.
Now driving in Panama.
That's gonna be an interesting thing. We just have to be very careful. Okay, we are on the road. It's a little nerve-wracking because they drive a little aggressive here. More than a little aggressive. But our first stop it's about 8 minutes away. His name is Isaac.
That's all we know.
That's all we know. But also that he's really good. So fingers crossed we get there in one piece.
We'll get there.
And if that doesn't work out, then we're gonna have to head over to Panama City. There's a lot more alternator starter places there.
Lots of places over there.
Yeah.
But this is stop one. I have high hopes. Fingers crossed.
Me too.
Okay.
Your destination is on the left.
Hey, it's in a good neighborhood too.
So we are here at Isaac's, and everybody said he's open 6 days a week. He's definitely open on Saturdays, and he's not open yet. Then somebody said, oh, he'll be there in a couple, or at 10 in the morning. It's 10.
Yeah.
And he's still not here. So we called him on his cell phone. He picked up. He says that he's not working today, but he will come in about 10 minutes. So if this doesn't work out, we're definitely going to have to go to Panama City because it's only open on Saturdays for a couple hours. We got to book it if this doesn't work out.
Yeah.
But oh my gosh.
But Isaac sounds like a nice guy so far.
Yeah.
We muddled through. He doesn't speak any English, so it was.
So we're doing Google Translate while he's trying to muddle through, you know.
We can say basic words, but when you start talking mechanical terms, it gets difficult.
Yeah, exactly. So
Fast.
anyway, so we're just kind of hanging out here and just waiting for him to open. Okay, so Isaac is here, but unfortunately all he can do today is test it and let us know about that. He can't start repairing it until Monday, possibly. So we'll see how it goes. I hope that this is an easy fix because, God, we need to get this thing up and going.
Bueno. Oh, bueno. Okay, we have broke this down. He's set it up on his testing machine here. Isaac's gonna let us know what's going on here. It kind of reminds me of Costa Rica.
Yeah.
Doing the
when
starter.
You got the starter.
Yeah. Okay, he has now tensioned it. See this spike right there? No good.
Okay.
No bueno?
No. Awful like it.
So that makes sense.
So that alternator's bad. Okay, second test.
No bueno? Posible bueno. I'm assuming this one works. One of them works, one of them doesn't. That would explain why we're getting some amperage, but we're having issues when we're running one engine versus the other.
Yeah.
That'd be my guess. See. Exactly. So he's explaining that that one is showing the voltage the voltage is spiking up and down, which is what we were seeing. This one has a uniform voltage.
All right, so we have tested, or Isaac's tested both alternators. One is bad. He says the bearings are bad. There's a couple other things he's trying to figure out.
But the voltage was spiking up and down just like what we were seeing on board. So
yes.
This is good news.
That's good news. The other one, he said it was very consistent. It was fine, but there's a couple things that he doesn't feel too good about. So we have two options. We can have him repair it.
Yeah, he could rebuild these ground up for about $90 each.
Or we can get
brand new ones,
new alternators, and he'll have them ready for us by Tuesday, I think he said.
Yep.
He's checking on it right now. He just walked down the street. He says, I'll be back in 5 minutes.
So we're holding down the fort.
And that cost is $150.
Yeah. So
part of me wants to get new ones, but also have him repair these as backup.
Well, we have one working. There's one good one.
But he says the other one still he has to kind of get into it too.
Right. I think he said he wanted to kind of get into it to teach himself a little more about.
Because he says this is something he hadn't seen before, so I think it's like a challenge to himself.
Exactly. So basically, this thing's so corroded, we can't get it open. So we're just going to cut it open to see what's going on with it. It needs to be replaced regardless.
Bearing is bad.
The bearing is bad.
Yeah, bearing is bad.
Okay. Oh, no bueno, huh?
Yes.
Anyways, we're just waiting on that. I'm thinking we're gonna go with new ones just because I don't want to be in a situation where we're doing 1,400, 1,600 miles
Yeah.
in the next couple weeks, and so
And then
I don't want a chance ruining our electronics. That's the biggest thing.
Then we'll save the good working one as a backup, just for emergencies, to limp home if we had to.
Yeah, so that's the plan right now. So it makes me feel a little bit better to get some definite answers.
Yes, it's all kind of making sense now. So
it's not our batteries, it is the alternator, and it's not the valve mark. So
that's right.
Good. Now
That
we
is
just
good.
have to get everything reinstalled and then test it, put a load on it, and just see how it goes.
Sometimes you just got to break that equipment out, take it to a high-tech shop, and let them put their diagnostic gear on it.
But Teal learned some stuff too. Oh yeah, his stuff, the way that he rigged it up, it was kind of funny, but it worked.
Oh my God. Yeah,
all his little probes.
He had light bulbs and things and... Oh God, it was an experience for sure.
Yeah.
Monday, Tuesday.
Yes.
But you can feel me, right?
Okay.
Screen and telephone.
Perfecto.
I'm sure, yes.
Okay, gracias.
Thank you for you.
Thank you.
Alright.
Okay. All right, so he says Monday, Tuesday should be ready. He's gonna also do a paint job on it to make it marine worthy.
Yes.
We went home with some goodies.
Oh my God, this stuff right here. I'm telling you, I had some rusted on bolts. We couldn't get them off. I had put it on a vise at the marina. We couldn't get these things off with big crescent wrenches. I sprayed this on. Fingers. I took it off with my fingers.
I know, he says it's amazing stuff.
Never heard of it. Look at this. It's called Rostoff. Love it. I bought 2 cans.
Anyway, so Teal, please.
Thank you.
Everything is good. Such a sweet guy. I mean, this is not his working day. He came in. He didn't want any money for spending almost 2 hours with us. And he says, a decent mechanic, repair guy, never ask for money up front. They always want to make sure that their client is satisfied before you pay.
I like him.
So I really do like him too. Anyway, so he has my number, I have his, and he says if we don't hear from him sometime Monday, give him a call and
yeah, he said if you feel uncomfortable at any time, call me.
Yeah. So.
And he goes, I want to make sure you guys are happy customers before I get a dime out of you.
Yeah.
That was pretty nice.
Anyways, we treated him to lunch.
Yeah.
All right.
So now we have a car.
Now we have a car. I'm kind of thinking that we're gonna make it a date. Let's go into Panama City and
why not? Relax a little bit.
We've been working so hard and it's just kind of keeping our head down and just making sure everything is taken care of. There's nothing that we can do at this point, so let's go.
Let's do
Check
this.
out the city.
Why not? Okay. There he goes.
Thanks for watching this week's episode of Onboard Lifestyle. A special thanks goes out to our amazing patrons, whose generous support makes our videos possible. Join our crew if you can. Electrical issues can be frustrating, but it feels like the crew chased down Basic's electrical irritation. Come back next week to see if Isaac pulls through, the crew pulls it together, and Basic pulls off the dock. See you then!